let me want to correct myself. This Revelation 12 and 9, going back to him being deceived, the elites. It says, and that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Going back to that other Jesus, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. What that's going into is when these devils go into slavery, man. They're gonna be put down, and we're gonna be put up. Understand? Because this devil and his military with the other nations are gonna try to fight the Lord when he comes back. That's what your whole Space Wars program, that's what your space program is about. Just wanted to correct myself on that. All right, so next time, shalom. And that great dragon, yeah, it's Esau. Going back to the Roman Empire also, because this is the second leg of the Roman Empire. All right, shalom. Yeah, that dragon is considered the wisest of the serpents. It's also the biggest, and it's also the wisest. So that's why it says great dragon as well. And that old serpent is going back to the serpent in the garden. The serpent that deceived Eve. And then Eve, believing in his philosophies, making Adam go off, which is what we have today. Eve being the so-called Negroid woman, and the Latin tribe women also. But mainly through the black one, That's who Eve is. They all spawn from her. They all sisters. And what else I want to add? Right. And also part of that deception, other than being that the white image of Jesus Christ, is also what his theory of evolution. All of that came about when he came back into power in 1942 with Christopher Columbus and the Borgia family, as you know them as and it's funny that as the first ruling class family, starting in 1492, was considered the first crown family. You should just read the things that family was doing within the family and outside. That's why they made a series, even on Showtime and HBO, called The Borgias. So that also proves who the scripture is talking about, which is Esau, Edom. That's his nation. He's called the devil, which means deceiver, and Satan meaning the adversary, who deceiveth the whole world. All right. So with that, shalom. All right, this is another video coming back at you. To give all praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawah, double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, taught me this truth, who are the leaders of all Israel today. Peace and blessings unto the 1/3 elect, the apostles, elders, and prophets, 144,000. The confusion of faith and aqua for listening and learning. To you I say shalom. All right. These are just questions for these people who believe, mainly our people who believe in the other white meat, as they call it, as the apostles like to say it. These are questions for these churchgoers, all questions to give to those who who may even wake up and may be part of that elect to question their pastors. You know, this is questions for them, if they're of that elect. But this is questions for them in general. This is 2 Corinthians 11. It says, for if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel, which means good news, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. So what was that? What's that talking about? And this is just going to prove who that other Jesus is. That name's is ridiculous. But we're going to go right here. This is in Isaiah 29. Yeah, this is it. Now, if you go to Jeremiah 14:2, Revelation of 1:13 to 14, Hebrews I think it's 7:14, how Lord sprang out of Judah. It shows you that the Jews or Judah is dark as the ground, or is black unto the ground. And in Revelation, talking about his feet being dark, like brass being burnt. So he was a dark-skinned man. So the Jews, his people would look mainly, dark-skinned today. They'll have a brown or dark brown complexion, if you know what I mean. So as goes to show you, them so-called Jews over there, those Israelis are not the people of the Lord. Imposters, Khazar converts, who pretty much stole the land of Israel during 1948, World War II. That was their devised plan, through the super elite, so they could take on that identity as they move on with their plans, but to upset prophecy. But that didn't work. Starting, 1960, late 1960s, starting with Rabbi Abba Bivens, which if you read in the prophecy, what is that? Is it Obadiah, if I'm not mistaken? Let me see if I can get it. That Rabbi Abba Bivens, whether you believe it or not, it takes faith to believe that was Elijah coming back in the reincarnation to open the books at the time of the end. So let me just get that real quick, just to prove it. It's in Malachi, excuse me. Let's see. Here we go, Malachi 4:5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. So that also is a question to the church, or smash on that. Like, if you go into church and it's supposed to be a glorious, beautiful day where he's supposed to come down with roses and save everybody, why does it say that? It says, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. If you want to know kind of what it would look like, just go watch Independence Day, ID4, Fire in the Sky, that movie. Any movies about spaceships, not ridiculous movies like District 9, not like that. You can also watch what's that movie, the movie with Tom Cruise. Yeah, it was a remake. I forget the name of it right now. It escapes me. But those are just examples of that great and dreadful day. All right, so let me go back. wax pale. Just wanted to read that. Going back to that scripture I just read. Before that scripture I just read. It's Isaiah 29:22. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahawah, that's his name in the Hebrew, said, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob, which his name was changed to Israel after he wrestled with the angel in the book of Genesis, which means Yasha Prince of the Power, which means pretty much sons of God. That's what we were called before the great flood. You know, Noah. It says Jacob shall not now be ashamed, for neither shall his face, his actual face, no mystery there. Now, neither shall his face now wax pale, meaning pale in complexion. All right. So that just proved the color of the Lord. He would not look like a so-called white man today. He didn't look like a so-called white man. Excuse me. Let me see. Is there any more? I mean, there's plenty of more. Let me see. What's the next one? And that was the main point I wanted to convey on this video. What was the other one? You know what? I'm gonna end it with that. I'll probably make, another short video or more short videos just on questioning these people who are still in these churches, and these videos to convince the gainsayer or them who may be of the elect who are still going to these churches if they come across these videos. All right, till next time, I'll say shalom to the elect.